Assalamu'alaikum and greetings everyone. Alhamdulillah, we had completed the January 2020 Architecture Design Studio 6. On behalf of the other studio lecturers, Mr. Yap, Architect Mel Soong, I would like to congratulate all the students for completing their final presentation. I'm happy to note that everyone are able to finally submit their work on time. We would also like to record our appreciation for all the panelists. Special thanks to Arkitek Stanley, Ms. Wawa Rahmawati and Architect Sam for helping us to host the other three groups during the parallel sessions. To all our external panelists, thank you for joining us in our first ever Utah Zoom final presentation for our final semester Bachelor of Science in Architecture students. Special mention to Professor Dr. Timothy Gray from Ball State University, California, Architect Humaira from University of Dhaka, Bangladesh, Architect Choi Fang and Architect Becca from the Philippines, Dr. Acharawan and Dr. Warasid from King Mongkut University of Technology, Thonburi, Thailand, Dr. Insignio Eddie Arinto from Universitas Atmajaya, Yogyakarta, Madam Felicia from our MOU partners, Universitas Dwijendra, Bali, Indonesia. And not forgetting our panelists from PAM, Architect Abu Zarim, Deputy President, Architect Adrianta Aziz, Education Committee Chairman, Dato Architect Haji Zulkhairi, Heritage Committee Chairman. And from the practice side, we have Architect Sri Nur Shamsul Rizal, Chairman of PKKB, Architect Najib Arifin from NAJ, Architect Azizi Aziz from Malik Hassan Architects, Architect Rohaizat Rashid from Rohaizat Rashid Architects. The academia from the other universities, Professor Datin Hajah Norwina of International Islamic University Malaysia, Madam Ati Rosemary from University Malaya, Architect Satira and Dr. Camelia from Taylor's University, Puan Ida Suryana and Dr. Roslina Sharif from University Putra Malaysia, T.S. Sharizi from IUKL, Encik Kamarul from UTM Kuala Lumpur, Architect Embong from UiTM Puncak Alam, Encik Faris from UiTM Sri Iskandar and Megat Arif Shah from Ta University College. Participating remotely from their locations are Architect Dr. Masto Surat, Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia, and Dr. Gede Mahaputra and Ibu Medayanti from Universitas Warmadewa, Bali, Indonesia. They are not able to join us on our live Zoom sessions, but will do the markings at their own time. To wrap up this program, since we had the privileged presence of our panelists, let's hear from some of them commenting regarding the whole Zoom presentation experience, about the quality of the students' work in general, and the presentation boards, presentation video, and maybe some advice for the future, and some comments about architecture professions in general. Let us start with the architects from Kampong Bharu, Architect Sri Nur Shamsul Rizal, Chairman of PKKB.
Hi, on behalf of the landowner, we would like to thank you, Utah Architecture students, for choosing the location in Kampong Bharu for their final project. In order to develop Kampong Bharu, it must come from the philosophical soul, and as such of the spirit is derived from the Holy Al-Quran. This is what is needed. But for this academic exercise, we are pleased that the result of the design presented so far really take into account the adaptation and commercial element that we are excited to see more detail in the work of this student. Taking into account this preparation is during MCO with limited resources and so forth, but these students are still able to understand and deepen the story of Kampong Bharu. In fact, they deserve to be good grade and enable them to graduate successfully. Thank you for inviting us to be part of your success.
Hello, this is Tim Gray from Ball State University, Professor of Architecture, USA. I would like to first thank my hosts from a trip I took to Malaysia about a year ago, Adrianta and Galnoush at the University, Infrastructure University, where I participated in a conference. thank you for connecting me to so many people and making that experience so memorable and so wonderful. Second, I would like to congratulate the students from Group 1 on the work I reviewed. It was very thorough, very complete, very thoughtful, and I was impressed with the level of work, and particularly impressed that you were able to, with both faculty and students, you were able to bring it to such a high level of resolution given our challenging circumstances. So congratulations on all of that. If any students are interested in possibly going to graduate school in the U.S., check out my university, Ball State University. We're one of the leading programs in the Midwest, located in Muncie, Indiana, www.bsu.edu. And you can reach out to me, Professor Gray, and I would be happy to tell you more about it. Congratulations, and I hope you all enjoy a well-deserved break, and we're back to normal soon. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm just here to give a quick overview of the experience that I had during the recent final presentation of the third year studio in Utah, the online presentation. The critical overview that I like to make is that I think that the project was very interesting and the site was very rich. Being in Kampong Bharu, Kuala Lumpur, the site is very rich in terms of culture, diversity, social economy, and very challenging also for the students to be able to derive with many different types of building typologies, and I thought that was really interesting. The other point I like to make is that I like to stress the point that the studio management was very capable in managing the online presentation. The online presentation was done very smoothly and was made easy for to all the external panels through easy instructions. And one great thing about it is the preview that we had a day before. That made a lot of our work easier because we are able to preview the students' work one day earlier. And last but not least, I'd like to congratulate all staffs and students for Studio 6 of Utah. Congratulations again for all your hard work. Thank you. Bye.
Hello. Congratulations to the students and the teachers for organizing so well the final presentation, and thank you so much for making me a part of it. I wish the students all the best.
When we first got your presentation panels, the 2D panels, my thought was it looks a bit quite normal like the other presentations that we've done before, but the change comes in when you submitted your video presentation. That's when your thoughts, your design process was clearly explained in sections by sections. Although it's quite in the initial stage, it can be improved further, but the clarity of the design is apparent when you start doing your video presentation. And on that aspect, what I observed was also that most of you have already managed to understand the need and the concepts of urban intervention when you guys do the ground floor, tackling on the ground floor aspects of your building. But on the other side, I think it needs to be further enhanced, which I think at your level is still okay to be acceptable. And from that point onwards, I think most of you have already succeeded in putting forth your proposals and your concepts. Overall, I think you guys have succeeded in giving a good presentation, and I hope for all the best for you in the near future. Thanks.
Good morning, students. I would like to advise to advance your work. Perhaps you could tell the story behind your design solutions. So it's gonna be better for us to understand the connection between the reasons from your research from your site analysis, how it becomes or transformed into your design. So this kind of process is important for you to demonstrate your good understanding about the site, the context, and everything toward the program and architecture. Finally, I wish you all success and keep your good attitude to help to better the society and better built environment. Thank you very much. Bye.
Hello, I'm Choi Funk, an architect and an educator at the De La Salle College Hussein Benilde in Manila. I think that the site analysis and background has been very impressive because it set the tone for the whole exercise. It made me understand the dynamism of the chosen site, focusing on culture and desirous to maintain the rural vibe in the center of the city. I am convinced that in order for us to approach the problem, it is very important that we understand the context, the culture, and the stakeholders and the history of the place. And for this, architecture has to be responsive and relevant. I think that the drawings individually were very strong and very impressive, but organizing the presentation on the boards is also something that has to be understood as a language, because if we are not able to do that, a lot of times it's lost in translation, and there is a need to explain everything, which makes the job of a designer very challenging. But all in all, I think the whole exercise has been very enlightening, and I look forward to more collaborations like this, because I think we are a global community, and by helping one another, the problem of one nation may be the solution for the other. So more power, and all my very best.
Hi, Assalamu'alaikum. My name is Ida Suryana. I'm from Universiti Putra, Malaysia. Was it fun? The first part of assessment and evaluation is actually tiring because the drawings are too small and unclear. The videos, I really love the videos. That is the most important thing during the crit, because it really helps me to understand the students' concept. About the students' works, I can say that they are at par with any other universities doing part 1. There are a few notable works, very good handling of issues and fulfilling the requirements of the brief. Though there are a few which is a bit weak, but it's not worrying. Okay, so that's it from me. All the best to the students and also to lecturers. We all have to adapt to the new normal now. Probably this can be an example to other universities on how to conduct online crits. Good job, Yuta. Well done.
Overall, as I said, the achievement of the LO was very good. However, I expected a few things from the student, especially since they are at the final semester. They are supposed to know the basic. Number one is the presentation requirement, the composition of the drawings, and then what are required in the site plans. For example, one or two of the students, the site plan was not complete, as in there is no indication of the entrance and exit. I think the requirement of spaces, some of the spaces are too big, and they are not having the proper number of exit for such public spaces. So I think those are the basic requirements that they need to be reminded always by the lecturers to fulfilling the requirement of the program. I think that's all. As of the lecturers, I think they have done a good job. So thank you to the coordinator and the rest of the lecturers for inviting me. I think that is one of the best experience that I've experienced with online presentation as such. So thank you to Muluk and the rest of the team.